Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to continue making our advanced Pong game on Scratch. In the previous video we have designed our pre-intro, title, play button and our paddles. We have also chosen our sprite, that is a ball. Now we will continue coding our ball. So first of all we will go to play button and change here neon tunnel to stars. When this sprite clicked, switch backdrop to stars, hide. Now we'll go to backdrops and on our stars backdrop I'll write start. I'll change the color to a pretty one. Yeah, say like this much. No, yeah, this much. Perfect. I'll change its writing to pixel. Yeah, that's great. Now I'll place it in the center. Like this. That's perfect. I think it's not looking pretty much good. So I'll change the writing to serif. Yeah, that's perfect. Now I'll change its size. Yeah, so now we'll go to Neon Tunnel 2 and name it as Game 1. We'll go to Neon Tunnel 3 and name this backdrop as Game Over. Yeah, great. Now we'll go back to the code section. When green flag clicked, oh yeah, so we'll go back to the play button first and we'll broadcast a new message here, that is start. When this sprite clicked, switch backdrop to stars, broadcast start and hide. So now we'll go back again to backdrop and we'll remove this and take when I receive. Now we'll change play button to start, or else we can do it in one more way. Yeah, we'll go back to play button and remove broadcast start. Yeah, so now I'll go back again to the code section of backdrop. So here I'll take when backdrop switches to stars, go to control and select wait 1 second. I'll change this 1 to 2 seconds. You can change this as per your choice. Wait 2 seconds, then switch backdrop to neon tunnel. Yeah, great. So let's see if it works now. Yes, it's working. Now we'll go back to our ball. So here let me introduce you to some more features of Scratch. That is a backpack. We'll click on backpack and if say like I am dragging this pre-intro into backpack, it will come here and we can bring it anywhere we want, like here if it is a sprite. So we'll bring it to the sprite section and it will come here. So by this way we can move our sprites in another games also if we want the same sprites with the same code. Also we can take the script. If we drag it here and once it comes in the backpack, and if we want to place it anywhere, we can drag it simply like this and it will come on the screen. Yeah, like this. Perfect. So as of now I am removing this. Yeah, so the another feature is when we create the variable, we get an option cloud variable. In bracket it is written stored on server. So if we take it and share our project on Scratch, it will record the names of the players who play it. So here I'll create two variables. One is for the computer score. I'll name this as computer1, and I'll make another variable which is a cloud variable for the player score, that is player1. Yeah, that's great. So let's begin with coding of our ball. Go to events, when backdrop switches to neon tunnel, and when green flag clicked, go to looks and select the hide and show blocks. When green flag clicked, hide. When backdrop switches to neon tunnel, show. So now we'll go to motion and choose the go to X and Y block and place it under show. Now I'll choose X and Y as 0 in order to place the ball at center when the game begins. Yeah, that's great. I think we need to change Y by some like -5. Let's check it now. Yeah, that's absolutely in the center. Now we'll select point in direction 90. I'm changing 90 to 60 here. You can change it as per your choice. Now forever, move 15 steps. I'll change 10 to 15 and I'll drag down a little, and yeah, here I'll get the block if on edge bounce. And yeah, we'll paint more sprites, that will be the border and the winning line. Let's paint them. So I'll choose a line and draw a straight line in the center. Yes, so now I'll select it. Not a line, but we can take a square here. Yeah, a square will be alright. So I'll select the square and paint a vertical square here, like this. I'll set its outline to 0 and fill it with blue color. Yeah, that's perfect. Or I'll change the saturation a little bit. Yeah, now it's looking nice. So now I'll make it thinner. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, so I've changed its size and placed it here. You can see the line here. Now I'll name this as winning line. Now I'll duplicate it and I'll name this one as border. Now I'll drag this square to another side. Yeah, so that is perfect. You can see the border line here. Now we'll go back again to our ball. When green flag clicked, set computer to 0, set computer 1 to 0, forever, if then condition. Yeah, so in the place of green flag clicked, I select when backdrop switches to neon tunnel. Yeah, so when backdrop switches to neon tunnel, set computer 1 to 0, forever, if touching computer, if touching computer, then go to variables and select change computer 1 by 1. Now point in direction I'll go to operators and select pick random 30 to 125. Yeah, that's great. And now I'll go to sound section and I'll delete the pop sound and the bowing sound, and I'll choose two sounds here, one for computer and one for player. One will be collect. Yeah, this one. And the another will be coin. Yeah, this one. Great. So now I'll go back again to the code section. I'll go to sounds and select play sound coin until done. Now for computer I want to play the sound collect. Yes, so let's have a look on our code which we have done till now in our ball. Yes, that's great. Now I'll duplicate this and make the changes according to player 1. So I'll select here player 1. If touching player, then change player 1 by 1 and point in direction, or in the place of point in direction we'll take turn right 180 degrees, move 15 steps and then play sound coin until done. Yeah, so it's looking like a mess here, so I'll clean up the blocks. Yeah, now they are perfect. So now we are done with the movement of our ball. Let's decide that what happens if it touches the border and winning line. So for that, when backdrop switches to neon tunnel, forever, if touching border, then switch backdrop to neon tunnel 3, or game over, switch backdrop to game over, and we'll broadcast a message here that is game over. Yes, that's great. Now I'll place this broadcast message block under switch backdrop to game over. Now I'll duplicate the code from if. I'll place it here and I'll change touching winning line, then switch backdrop to game 1 and broadcast a new message here that is game 1. Yeah, that's great. So now we'll go to our player paddle and we'll duplicate it a few times, or instead of duplicating it, I'll again choose a paddle so I've chosen the paddle. Now I'll duplicate it a few times, and before duplicating I'll change its size and direction. I'll set its size to say about like 40. Yeah, that's great. Now I'll change its direction to 0. Yeah, that's great. Now I'll duplicate it 6 more times. Yeah, so now I have duplicated it. Now I'll go to paddle and I'll place all these paddles in the center. First of all, I'll start from the center Yeah, that's perfect. Now paddle 2. Paddle 2 will be placed here. And yeah, so I'll make a line in the center with these paddles. Yeah, so I made a line here. Now I'll go back to paddle, and here I'll select when green flag clicked and when backdrop switches to neon tunnel blocks. Now I'll go back to looks and select the show and hide blocks and place them here like this. I'll do the same in every paddle, means all the 7 paddles that we have made. Yeah, so I have done the same coding in all the paddles, means all the 7 paddles using which we have made a line in the center. So now I'll go back to ball and I'll select when green flag clicked, go to variables and hide variable computer1 and hide variable player1. Now when backdrop switches to neon tunnel, again go to variables and select show variable computer1 and show variable player1. Yeah, like this. Now first of all I'll place them here like this. Player1 score will be this side and computer1 score will be in the computer side. Like this. Yeah, so let's check our code now. Yeah, that's working alright. We are almost ready with our game now. Yeah, but we noticed that when we click the green flag, our winning line and border were not hiding because we haven't coded them yet. So I am here in the winning line and I'll go to events when green flag clicked and when backdrop switches to neon tunnel. Now I'll go to looks and select the hide and show blocks. When green flag clicked, hide. When backdrop switches to neon tunnel, show. Now we'll go to border and do the same code here. Like this. So yeah, let's check it now. Oh, we notice that nothing is happening when we receive game over and game 1. So for that, we'll go back again to our ball and select when I receive game over and when I receive game 1. Now I'll go to control, scroll down a little and select stop all. Yeah, that's great. Now what about giving our players a chance so that if they lose once, they can continue with the same score? So we'll do that in the next video. Don't forget to come back in the next video. So come back to the next video and don't forget to like my video if you enjoyed it. And please subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel and share your experience in comment section. So bye for now. Take care.